So this, where we're sitting right now, is the garden, but what was it before it was a garden?
It was my 3,500 square foot home, but in 1996, October 1996, it burned to the ground.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is a special day. I'm going to be touring my grandmother's garden, which is a very special place. We are sitting by the pond, the fish pond. I'll start with some basic questions.
Okay.
How long have you lived up on the hill?
I've lived on the hill since 1965. I moved away a couple times, but always came back like a homing pigeon. Yeah, long time, majority of my life.
This particular property is not the oldest property though.
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes, my dad actually had, from my 40 clear up the road, he had almost 300 acres, and then he sold off a few and then divided the rest of the properties up between my sisters and I.
And you grew up on which property?
Over at the pool property.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And so this, where we're sitting right now, is the garden, but what was it before it was a garden?
It was my 3,500 square foot home, but in 1996, October 1996, it burned to the ground.
You nicknamed this garden the Phoenix Garden.
Uh-huh. Because it rose from the ashes.
I took some clips just throughout the garden, and it's just come a long way. And throughout my life, I've gotten to see it go from just the very beginning plantings to, I mean, it's like a jungle now.
Yeah,
There's so much.
What was I thinking?
There's some bonus plants in there, I think.
Yeah, a few. It just happened. After Gramps cleaned up the majority of the ashes and everything, I was left with concrete slabs, foundation walls, and all that cement stuff. So I was told I could either fill it all in or I could have it dug up and taken away, which would have cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know what possessed me, but I decided to start building a garden.
You know, it was a long time ago, but I think I vaguely remember when I was pretty young, kind of the earlier stages of when it was very freshly built, when you guys put in like the diamond area, because that was very like a cool project.
That was you and Draven's idea.
Yeah, that's right.
Grandma, you got to have a diamond in your garden.
I forgot about that.
As well as the checkerboard back here. Grandma, you need to have a checkerboard. Build a checkerboard. Okay, so I did.
Yeah, a little collaboration on that one. Of course, you guys did a lot of the work though, because we were pretty little.
Well, I'll tell you, I had, for some reason, I had a lot of brick on hand, and I just started building. And Gramps just thought I was, doing whatever I needed to do to deal with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But I worked on it 3 years before he actually helped me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I decided to put the manor stones
down,
and I couldn't lift them.
Yeah.
So he had to come out and help me. He did that. And then he built, he knew at that point I wasn't going to stop. So then friends contributed bricks and plants. I've got a lot of different plants that friends brought up and everything. And that was this garden. And then over a little ways, where what we call our Stonehenge, Gramps was given some big boulder things. So we decided to make a Stonehenge thing out of this. So the garden started moving this way.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that going in. It was very exciting because we were like, oh, a new spot in the garden.
A new spot, yeah.
I haven't gone over there yet, so we'll have to walk over there and take a look at it.
Sure.
Do you want to walk around with me for a little bit, and I'll ask you which plants are which, if you can remember which ones are which?
I'll try. Yes, that sounds good.
Let's do it. These are newer. Because
I don't even know what they're called either. Well, of course,
marigold.
Marigolds. We had a reunion here this year, and so our colors were purple and gold, and I tried to find purple and gold.
You did a great job. These ones are so cute.
That's lobelia.
Lobelia. Yeah. Do you know what this little plant is? Is this wild geranium?
I don't know. It's a weed.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a really pretty one. What do we have here?
Well, this is my raspberry corner.
Nice.
They didn't do very well this year. This has always been my raspberry corner, which the kids like to come to and pick raspberries, but we have to put the fence around because the deer love them too. It's off.
It's off. I can touch it.
Yeah.
And I won't get shocked. Cadence loved the raspberries very much.
Yeah, we got 3 this afternoon.
Yeah.
Only 3.
Well, you can see these are looking like they're putting on berries, but they're
they need to be
sun.
watered regularly.
We've got some beautiful roses. Yeah. Is this an azalea?
That's a dwarf rhodie.
Oh, a rhododendron. Okay, very cool.
This is an azalea.
Oh, very nice. And then we've got roses, of course, but these look like they're...
and I need to get out here and trim. The deer also love the roses. So.
Oh, I didn't know that about deer.
And some in the big house, this was actually the back of the house. So this bed right here, the roses were already in the bed and they survived for whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah, and then you walk down here, and then that was the garage over there.
Okay, so this little garden bed right here was here before then. Okay,
yeah.
Very cool. You know what? I don't think I remembered that.
So, yeah, this is a sunken part, and I planted everything in here.
Wow. It's hard to give scale, but there's grandma for scale. It's a big space. I mean, it was, how big of a house? 3,500 square feet, but it was 2-story, wasn't it?
Yes, this was the main part of the little house that my dad moved up for me in 1965 when the 205 was first going to go in, and they were auctioning off houses.
Wow.
Okay, then when Gramps and then I built the family room on over there. But when Gramps came up here, then we added another level and two-story.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
All right. So this was the diamond.
And there is a pond in there.
We call it the frog pond because it doesn't. I don't know if it has any fish left in it, but
no, I don't keep fish in this one. It's a little overgrown. I'll have to deal with that.
You know, I bet the frogs love it though.
They do.
It's just right for them. Yeah, I know this is technically a weed, but it's beautiful.
Well,
it looks kind of fairy garden-like.
In preparation for the reunion, I always like to clean things up really nicely, and then I thought, that's way too much work. I'm just gonna
let
them go and be pretty little purple flowers.
That's right.
And
well,
the hosta.
Yes, hostas.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are these?
That's a sword fern.
Sword ferns, and those are the native.
That's a native,
kind.
and they start themselves where sometimes I don't want them.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this one down here? This is a different hosta I just spotted. And
You know, I don't.
Or
That
it
was
might-
a plant that a friend gave me, but I don't know what it is.
wow.
I
It's
forget.
very different compared
Yeah.
to the other ones. How
Of
cool.
course, you can see the deer like these. Too.
Yes, I
They've been,
can tell.
they've
Oh,
been
wow.
nibbling.
What is that? I don't know. It's beautiful. You got
Isn't
a.
it pretty?
You have a. What would you call that? A volunteer plant that happens to be purple.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a miracle.
Yeah, it loves this place. Here's my flying pig. It's
Yes.
a.
Is it a fountain?
It is a fountain, and at one point
Oh.
we had it hooked up. Friends gave me the dahlias.
Beautiful. I was gonna say those don't look like roses, but they're similar. Those
They're
are
dahlias, and then the hop plant. I actually have hops growing on there this year.
Oh yes, your hops.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at those and how beautiful they look. Aren't they pretty? Wow. Are you planning to use them in anything or just for looks?
They're just. This is actually the first year that I've really seen hops on them, and
Yeah.
they were on a trellis, but I don't know where that went.
What is this plant over here? This big one.
Those are lilies.
It's
Calla
just
lilies.
calla lilies. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah, they have the big white
trumpet flower.
flower on them.
Yes, that's
And
right.
they're done.
There they are.
Still. My goodness. There's a big guy.
Yeah.
Friends gave me those. They had a pond and then they decided it was too much, so they brought those two big koi up. Gramps gave me some goldfish. Then it had a bunch of little fish. They seem to be doing okay. It's actually my original music room, so that's why the slab is here.
Oh, okay.
And this is my garden snake. My dad gave it to me. It's actually made out of a rasp.
Wow. That is so cool.
This is one of the features of my garden that Gramps and I built last year. And no, I didn't drink all of these things. People contributing bottles. I think I saw it on Facebook or something. We accumulated the bottles, Gramps drilled the hole in them. Then we put them on rebar, and that's my bottle wall.
It's beautiful.
I seldom do things in a small way.
That's very true.
And this is where the family room was. It's actually, we've replaced the deck once, but this is actually, we kept the deck. There's your little castle.
I totally forgot all about this.
Yep.
Jen's Castle,
Jen's castle.
established in like, I don't know, 2001,
I don't know.
2? Long 20 years ago at least.
Right now it's just down to the point of just pure maintenance. We actually lost quite a bit. The ice storm of what was it, 2021,
Mm-hmm.
when we lost a lot of trees and a lot of different bushes. But so anyway, we've had 3 weddings up here in the garden. Well, yours was in the garage.
Yep.
And we've had class reunions, class of 1964. Up here, I think the 35th was our first one, and then we have them every 5 years. And in between that, we have a decade birthday. So, reunion, birthday turning 60, reunion, birthday turning 70, reunion will turn 80
Wow.
if I make it.
Well, thank you very much for taking me on the tour and sharing with my small audience of people.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Say bye to everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
We'll see you next time.